Look, it's a state of mind. We all have the potential to adopt this. The question is, will you?
Mr. House Music.
Let's go.
On the way, yeah. This a mind state. This a mind state.
Yes, people, what's going on? Mr. Has in the building, and I'm next to the one, the only.
I am an orthodox fella. Hello, hi. How are we doing today, people? I hope that it is going well for you, wherever you are in this world right now. Yes, I do.
Beautiful, love that.
What we got again?
We have got Richmond, north of Richmond, remix with DAX here, going to be delivering his take on this track and this concept and this message, bruv. So, we know Dax is sick. We know Dax is sick. We've reacted to enough Dax to know that he's sick. We've reacted to, I think, 3 Oliver Anthony so far.
Yeah.
And he has delivered with fantastic vocals and a powerful message on all of them.
But this one specifically, this is the one that, you know, has stood out, not just for us, but obviously this is the one that blew him up.
For sure.
You know, so obviously Dax jumping on it, it's a big combination. It's a big collaboration, this one.
For sure.
You know.
For sure. So let's dive into this and see exactly how Dax approaches this. Let's get it. United we stand, divided we fall.
It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. Big Richmond, north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control.
This world has changed and I had to accept it. They ask my political views while I search for their hidden agendas. I don't got an answer, I try to remember the devil divides. Pressure appears from our peers. Those arguments waste our time while helping to push their lies. So
Bruv. Yeah, that's mad, bruv. He said, yeah, that was sick, bruv. They asked for my political views, yeah, while searching for their hidden agendas, bruv. Yeah, and the other bar I really liked was the devil divides, pressure appears from our peers. Leading into those arguments waste our time while helping to push their lies, bruv. You know what I mean? Bruv, Dax just knows how to construct his words, bruv.
But this is, yeah. He's very good at doing it.
Very good, bruv. Should we keep going?
Go on.
divides. Pressure appears from our peers. Those arguments waste our time while helping to push their lies. So fuck political views. I got common sense. I know God made man, and the sun sets on a life where we focus on things that we cannot control and accumulate so much regret. By the time we decide to live, we're practically already dead. So I go to sleep with the thoughts of
oh my days.
Jeez. Yeah.
That was mad powerful, bruv. What the heck? What the heck, bruv?
By the time, what was the exact? By the time we decide to live, we're basically already dead or whatever.
Yeah, like we've accumulated so much regret, bruv. By the time we decide to live, we're already practically dead, bruv. Do you know what I mean? It's just, again, bruv, it's just the power in the words and the way he's constructing it. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He's just brilliant at constructing it like that. Also, I want to just take it on a side thing quickly. He said about focusing on things you can't control. Bruv, you know that's one of the biggest lessons that I've learned. And I'd say I'm still learning, but that's one of the biggest lessons that I've learned in the past, let's say, 2 years, bruv. That, you know, don't stress over things you can't control.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean, bruv?
You end up just playing it over and over in your head, and it just drives you into the ground. End of the day.
Yeah.
You know.
Facts, bruv. Come on. Exactly.
And accumulate so much regret. By the time we decide to live, we're practically already dead. So I go to sleep with the thoughts of 45 years living in debt. 45 years can't pay rent. 45 years just for a pension. I'm too old to enjoy and go spend 45 years working and slaving for rich men with no time for my family and friends. Then I wake up and pray that it ends.
Living in the new world.
You speak on that, bruv.
It's deep, man. It's deep. But this is the type of stuff that comes from real life experiences and and suffering and pain and, you know, having to go through that, you come out a better, more experienced, more what's the word, like knowledgeable person, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Like, I don't have much more to say. That's what it is. But obviously a lot of this is hitting. A lot of this is, and it's very relatable. Dax is good at doing this, man. He's good at making relatable lyrics.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. For me, bruv, it's this, innit? It's this. It's like you 45 years living in debt, 45 years can't pay rent, 45 years just for a pension. I'm too old to enjoy and actually flipping spend, bruv. You know what I mean? There's something with that whole cycle that's just messed, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's a madness. It's a madness, bruv. It is. You know?
It's like, yeah, I guess, yeah, when you deep it like that, it's like you're basically, you know, you work for this pension, and then when you get to that pension is basically just there to help you through to the end of your life.
Yeah.
But, you know, like, that's not the right way to look at it, is it? I don't know, man.
It depends, bruv. I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes you have to call a stone, innit?
Yeah.
Enjoy and go spend 45 years working and slaving for rich men with no time for my family and friends. Then I wake up
and finally, and in all of that kind of horrendous loop that you get yourself into, you also are then losing time with your family and friends.
Yeah. So basically the time that you should be enjoying and the time you should be making the most of that, you're working your ass off, and then you get to the end of it, and you're too old to have the energy or anything to do, you know. Or you I don't know, say you're a plumber or something, you've been on your knees all your life working under counters, your knees are wrecked, and all of this stuff.
Exactly, it takes a physical toll as well. Definitely. Sorry, what did you say?
No, it's crazy.
Exactly.
5 years working and slaving for rich men with no time for my family and friends. Then I wake up and pray that it ends.
Living in the new world with an whole soul. The rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control.
Descendants of Adam and Eve, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. They're taking God out the schools. Our kids don't know what to believe. From 6 to 18, the curriculum fails and Gen Z gets taught by their phones with forced feeds that get sponsored and paid by companies. That's how they attack us, it starts with the youth. If you lie enough, you'll convince anybody the lie's the truth. So telling these kids they can choose their own gender at ages they can't even tie their own shoes. Drive or drink is crazy, common sense isn't common unless it pays me. That's the thought process daily, look at the content. We're creating lies, diluting our brains. I'm done trying to argue online with these people who think that a vote's gonna bring about change. How many presidents does it take to have a life worth living? An actual comfortable wage. No more school shootings. Let's unite these states.
It's a damn shame.
Wow.
That was powerful.
That was
powerful.
Insane, bruv. Oh, mate, I don't even know what part of that verse I want to talk on, bruv. There's like so much of that verse that I want to talk. I just didn't want to stop it.
I'll be honest with you. I think the verse does talk for itself. I think the verse very much talks for itself. Look, everybody has an opinion. Everybody has a view, right? But the reality is, arguing between each other ain't going to get us anywhere.
Yeah.
You know? But
100%.
Then on the flip side, there's people that don't see it like that. And that's why I don't want to talk too much on it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to offend anybody, but at the same time, I do have my own opinion, and I mess with a lot of what he just said.
Yeah. I get you, man. 100%. I also, but there's a line we have to reach as reactors where, you know, I don't just want to repeat what he's saying. We're reacting. We want to talk on what he's saying, right? That's the whole point. It's not just to say, okay, he said this, now we're going to say he said this. It's to put our input on how we react to the comments that are being made. So then there is an element of, we're going to have opinions, you know? I just want to speak. I'm going to speak very briefly on 3 parts of this, bruv. 1, taking God out of the schools, right? I don't think that's a good move, but that is my opinion. This one here, bruv. Gen Z taught by their phones with forced feeds. Where is this, bruv? Oh yeah, their own gender, yeah.
At ages they can't even tie their own shoes.
Told they can choose their own gender at ages they can't even tie their own shoes. And the last one I thought was brilliant as well is he was talking about how many presidents does it take to actually change all of this, the problems.
Yeah.
You know, That's a really that whole thing
But
was strong, bro.
yeah. But see, that's another rabbit hole itself.
Yeah.
How many presidents did it take? Well, again, that's opinions divided. But
Yeah, for sure. Well, look, I'll tell you what. I've said what my opinion is on this. An orthodox fella, you what do you want to do, bro? Do you want to say your opinion or not?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold back.
I have though. So please, in the comment section, put your opinions on what Dax is saying in this track. You know, there's no reason we can't just have a good open discussion about this stuff.
I'm happy to have a debate about it.
So put in the comment section, what's your views on what he's saying? What's your views on the content of all this? Yeah? All right. You ready?
Change. How many presidents does it take to have a life worth living? An actual comfortable wage. No more school shootings. Let's unite these states.
It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to. For people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true. But it is, oh it is, living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control.
Yo, Dax, Oliver Anthony, Richmond, north of Richmond remix. I was just, for anyone that's wondering why I was doing that, I was just looking at this To Be a Man and Dear Alcohol that came up after. I was like, bruv, Dax is a powerhouse, bruv.
Yeah, for
so
real.
he's a powerhouse, bruv. What do I want to say? I just want to keep this my analysis brief and then pass it over to UF. So Oliver Anthony, obviously, we have done a full reaction to Richmond, north of Richmond, where you can see all of our feedback on the initial song, which is fantastic, brilliant. And Oliver Anthony is an incredible singer and has a strong message, and he's not afraid to put it out there. For this track, this is Dax's remix. I really enjoyed it. I thought Dax is just a brilliant wordsmith. He says what is on his chest and he needs to say, you know, and I respect it highly. And I think that's one of the benefits of being independent. So, for me, I really enjoyed it, bruv. Really enjoyed it. I thought it was brilliant. What do you reckon?
I just appreciate that Dax uses his platform to put all of these messages out. And he picks the right songs. He picks the right topics to put talk on, and he picks the right songs. You know, to like remix, to like, yeah, I just really respect it. I respect it highly. And what he talks about in this, again, I don't want to talk too much on it. Whether you disagree or agree, you can't deny that he is talking a lot of facts. He's talking a lot of, I won't call it facts, I'll call it common sense and logic. You know,
Yeah.
It upsets me, the world that we are living in at the moment.
Oh, facts.
There's so much.
That's facts, bruv.
Too much controversy, and there's so much division between everybody.
Yeah.
Because of
and
stuff that really shouldn't be that relevant compared to actually the atrocities that are going on around the world and stuff like this. But that's why I don't want to say too much, innit? Because,
yeah. Exactly.
Powerful song, man. Powerful song and a great remix.
100%. So, finally, I want you guys to comment the heck out of this video, because I really want to know what you thought about what I said earlier. But there's another thing, which I'm not going to comment on. I just want to know what your answers are. So, I really like Dax. I really like Oliver Anthony. And I really like Upchurch. Why do I say that? Upchurch uploaded a post saying that he's been asked to remix this, but he doesn't want to because he feels like it would be riding the cocktails of Oliver Anthony's recent success. I'm not going to comment on what I think. I respect all three artists, and I don't really want to say, because that's a whole conversation in itself. That would take a good 20 minutes to sift through. But I would like to know what you lot think. So, in the comment section, how do you interpret all of that? Also, if you're a fan of independent artists, I have just released What About Us featuring Jax on top. It is about breakups. If you've been through a breakup, you'll relate to it. And an orthodox fella has released Lesson Learned.
Yep.
Take it away.
It's one of those songs, isn't it? It says it in the name, lesson learned. It's about learning lessons, but it's about going through life and experiencing things and badness happening to you. Good as well, but like badness happening to you, people letting you down, people saying they'll be there when they weren't. But also, I guess to an extent, holding accountability for what you might have messed up with, and learn and understanding that instead of dwindling and dwelling in it, you can go on to better things. But it takes working on those things, and like I say, holding a certain amount of accountability. So yeah,
Exactly.
love for you to go check it out. It'd be much appreciated.
Exactly. And on that note, I've been Mr. Has.
Okay, so I've been an orthodox fella.
I have. And until next time, respect.
Look, it's a state of mind. We all have the potential to adopt this. The question is, will you?
Mr. House Music.
Let's go.
On a